The oak, as it is said, indwells the acorn, and the deep roots and strong branches of the tree it produces are fed by the acorn's surrender into the soil. In the same way, small and large victories are preceded by quiet obedience. It's a story rooted in time and patient cultivation of a vision. The story of Youth Horizons is one of God's faithfulness and sacrifice and work of many individuals. Above all, it's a story of God's heart for the fatherless. It's a story that started more than 30 years ago.
Sophomores in high school from North High, who had gone to a Fellowship of Christian Athlete mini conference, got saved and were looking for a purpose.
So it really started organically, grassroots, kids coming to Christ, getting excited about their faith, inviting their friends, and there was a wide variety from upper class, middle class, hurting kids.
When I came to Wichita in 1987, there really was no Youth Horizons. It was just a group of guys who really wanted to invest their lives in the kingdom, a group of winsome guys who were led by Terry Williams and Ernest Alexander. And so when I walk across the Kinloch Price Boys Ranch today, it's amazing to me to recognize that started from this really organic, informal group of guys who began a Bible study in the mid-1980s.
Well, I've been involved with the organization since its inception. As a teenager, I was mentored by Ernest and a few others. In fact, Ernest is the man who I call my father. And so I started in the capacity of basically being mentored by Ernest, and he took me in as a teenager when I was in college. And I have been involved in a variety of capacities, helping to serve youth. And my role now basically consists of training the staff at Youth Horizons.
With the Lord's prompting, Ernest Alexander and Jeff Wenzel took on the work started in the small Bible study in 1986, and the focus was honed to serving at-risk children and families.
I go back and I remember distinctly a vision that Ernest casted for the organization, and I just really never ever dreamed that Youth Horizons could be doing the things that it's doing right now for youth, just because it's been a great ride, but a ride that has come with lots of prayer, lots of frustration, and lots of questioning, but it's been a wonderful ride, and to see God doing what it's doing for the organization is just simply amazing.
Hudson Taylor once said, "God's work done God's way will never lack God's supply." And we have seen and lived the truth of that belief. These lives of ours cast echoes into eternity, and we believe the work of Youth Horizons provides the opportunity for many lives to be changed, both now and eternally.
Everybody lives tactically, doing the next thing in front of you to do, whether it's cleaning, dead cats out of the original Martin house, or taking care of one kid with one problem. But I think what's happening now is all the faithful, tactical living is turning into a strategic impact.
There's much work yet to be done. We pray and challenge each other, working to uphold the legacy of sacrifice and faithfulness. We are privileged to inherit. We are confident in the calling to continue the work, living out God's heart for the fatherless.
I'm encouraged because I see a place for the church in what we're doing, and I haven't always been able to clearly see that.
I just think that Youth Horizons has a reach into communities that the average church just doesn't get traction with. I'm not sure how they do that, but I know that it's involving the love of Christ as well as great training and skills and mentoring. And I'm just in awe of how God has used this very small, very humble beginning to produce this large campus with wide reach across our city. And so I stand back and applaud all the volunteers and staff at Youth Horizons, all the mentors, all the house parents who have come through over the years for what you've done, because it's truly making an incredible difference in our city.